Okay, so I hope you got through A and B like we just did them. Now I'm going to go ahead and start on A and play them all through. As you can see, there's a repeat sign after every letter number. So we're going to play each section twice. So get your book out. You may look the first time, but you got to play the second time. Okay, here we go. Lesson 9 from the elementary method for saxophone for Rubank. Lesson 9, number 1. 1, 2, ready, go. B. C. D. E. F. G. H. I. Good. Did you see that I did something different? When they introduced the rest, they moved that rest to beat 1. So beat 1 was the silent note or the silent count. So that may have been a little confusing. You might want to rewind the video and go back over that again. All right. So now we're going to go on to number 2. Number 2 has a flat in it. It's B flat. We've learned that note before, so it has a B flat in it. And we're going to play through lesson 9, page 10, number 2. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. There you go. Now, I may have gone too fast for you, but what you can do is you can stop the video, you can go back and you can practice it until you get it back up to speed. You can get it up to speed. All right. Number 3 is a duet, and frankly, they write it the way I despise them to write it, because it's hard enough in the beginning to learn the notes, but there's all these notes all in one place. So I'll tell you what I do. Yeah, I'm going to play the top, and you can follow along, and then I'll play the bottom, and you can follow along. And then you can rewind the video, and while I'm playing the top, you can play the bottom, and then while I'm playing the bottom, you can play the top. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. and what you'll notice is that the top notes are the ones with the flags going up on the staff. The bottom notes, the bottom part of the duet, are the ones with the notes going down. And when you get to the note where you have a flag going up and down on the same note, that means that both players are to play that note. See, it gets a little bit confusing, but it's not hard. Okay, now I'm going to play the bottom while you play the top. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, go. Did you see the times where a note had the staff, the flag going up and the flag going down? Like the last note. All right, now we're going to do number 4, where we introduce a new note. Well, not new, it's been around for thousands of years, but a new note to what we're doing. That's the D, the low D, and the low D is fingered. Let's see if I can get close enough for you to see without getting too close. Maybe, maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. No octave key. Make sure that your thumb stays on the thumb rest. Okay? If you look into the book, it has a fingering chart, and follow that fingering chart. And if that fingering chart is confusing, you can go to the internet, and there's a bunch of saxophone fingering charts out there. Just go to Google and type in saxophone fingering chart. There you go. Now, when you do that, here's a caveat. Whatever fingering you see first is the one that you use for that note. That's the most normal one, because there's some alternate fingerings for some notes. Always choose the first one. All right, now we're going to play number 4 from lesson 9, from the elementary method for saxophone, the Rubank elementary method for saxophone. It's on page 10. Number 4 on lesson 9. 1, 2, ready? Easy enough. Did you see how, did you hear how low that was on that D? There's a note. Can you match that note? Try to match that note with me. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your thumb is on the thumb rest, on the black part, on the plastic part, not on the key. Ready? When you play down there, we have to be really careful about making our embouchure too tight. Because if it's too tight, if it's pinched in the corners will pull it back, you'll either get a split tone or you'll play the octave, like this. And that'll let you know that your embouchure, the way you hold your mouth, is too tight. You have to think about just putting a little bit of bottom lip over the bottom teeth, making sure your top teeth are on top of the mouthpiece, pulling the corners forward as if you were saying the syllable ooh, ooh. And having a relaxed bottom jaw. Doesn't mean you have to drop your jaw. People say that. Band directors will say that. Please don't drop your jaw, because when people say that, here's what happens. And your bottom lip gets poked out, and that's not good. The idea is just to open the inside of your mouth. Oh, sort of like if you had marbles under your tongue, and you're trying to sneak those marbles onto an airplane and hide them from TSA. Oh, and put your mouth in the same position as if you were singing that note. Oh, you got it? You got it? Let's try it again. This note here. All right. Let's go on to number 5. Number 5, again, it has a B flat in it, and it's all eighth. It's mostly eighth notes and quarter notes. Now I'm going to play at one tempo. Now what you can do is you can stop the video and you can go back and you can practice it until you can get it the same tempo that I'm playing it. Make sense? All right, here we go. Number 5. 1. Ready? Did you get it? Of course you did. That's all of lesson 9. Thanks so much for hanging with me for a little bit. I hope the edits went well. I won't know that until I get back to the house so I can do the editing. Hope they went well, and I hope it wasn't too jumbly or confusing for you. But notice that I'm doing the best I can. We're learning as we go along, because I want to learn. My hope is that you learn to play the saxophone in a way that you can enjoy the saxophone. That you can enjoy the saxophone. All right, when we get back, we're going to do lesson 10. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much.